morning, good morning, good morning. Alright, is it out? Well, I'll go check to see if it's out, but I would doubt that. That would just be too nice, too convenient to be out when I wake up. Yep. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting case because we know who dies because of the preview. Let's see. Family's doing good. Yeah, today, this time we can do jokes. Last time was really rough. So where do you guys think we're gonna go? I don't think we're gonna go to the airport. So I think next is Newark, and then of course University, and then Springfield, and then airport. You think University is next? It's kind of... Newark is the last? Hey, Jaya. Oh. I used to sticker packs. Man, I do not get sticker packs at all. They have no benefit. Alright, so you guys wanted to, let's check it out. University Spring. You're right. You're right. Good call. There you go. Interesting. There were a couple. There was the blender one, where they blended up the person. There's obviously the puppeteer, anything that was the puppeteer was pretty nasty, especially the finale, where they cut the person into pieces and then strung them up. That was pretty rough. Yeah, that is really weird to think about it. The airport has been the last. The airport's been the last section in basically every single place. Give your ID in the game, please. Nah, I'd rather not. When you're on Facebook, you don't really have one. Rachel Priest was definitely sad. But again, in terms of gruesome, I mean, yes, you dissolved her and stuff like that, and that was horrible. But I mean, you didn't necessarily see anything. You saw when the puppeteer cut everyone else up. That was rough. Okay, come on. I don't want to get some sleep this morning. It's 3 p.m. there? That must be nice. It's 1:15 a.m. here. Well, I think it's interesting who they decided to kill. Yeah. Well, if we think about it, I went to bed at 8:45, so I got like 4 hours of sleep. It's I don't know how to say that. I'm maybe Shaik. I got 4 hours of sleep before this. So, yes. Okay, good. We are ready. Alright, guys. Let's do this. On your mark. Get set. Go. Alright, folks, Petunia's Idiot, we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let us head off to the next case. Between a rock and a hard place. Ace, I still can't believe we buried our colleague and friend Rupert. Oh, I know. He volunteered to go to the dome undercover to learn about the meteorite, but he was recognized by a Dreamlife employee who knew him from college. We never could have foreseen this. Well, Jones, now's not the time to grieve unless you want Rupert to have died in vain. Rupert managed to steal an access card to the lab where the meteorite is being studied, and we also synthesized the lead researcher's DNA to fool the authentication system. It's in the middle of the night. Now's your best shot at going at the lab without anyone seeing you. Well, Ace, you heard the chief. Let's go to the dome and finally take a look at this mysterious meteorite. Alright, Ace, this is the lab where Dream Life keeps the meteorite. Now's our chance to get in while everyone's asleep. First, we scan the badge. Scanning badge. Badge authorized. Please provide a DNA sample. Well, I hope the breath spray Kathy made from Hoover's DNA will fool the security system. Breath analysis in progress. Access granted. Nice. It worked. Come on, Ace. Let's slip in and finally see that meteorite. They're gonna be pissed when they figure out how we got in. Because I mean, again, we're gonna find a murder, obviously. Yep. That is nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Wow, we only had the body. Interesting. Usually we have more clues. Yeah. I guess we're gonna find out how the head got ripped off. My goodness, Ace, that woman's been beheaded. And you're right, we know her. It's Barb Bellamy, the Dome Chief of Security. What was she doing here? Do you think she was guarding the meteorite? Stop right there. Hi, Rosetta. Oh my goodness, Barb's dead. You murdered her. Wait, what? We're the police. You're seriously not going to pin this on us, are you? Why else would you be here in the middle of the night? That's ridiculous. Calm down, Miss Pierre. Let's just talk this through. Oh, great. Now we're a suspect. Well, so your Ace, I can't believe this. First you sent spies into my dome, and now you're straight up killing my employees. Did Barb walk in on you while you were snooping around? That's why you killed her, isn't it? Oh, come on. You know we didn't kill her. We're police officers, not murderers. Well, you're trespassers, and I found you next to a dead body. I'm taking this to the Chief of Police, Detective Jones, making sure you face punishment for your crimes. Oops. Except what she doesn't know is that the Chief's on our side. So, joke's on you. Ace, I'm not gonna lie, this is bad. Well, Chief, everyone knows Rosetta's lying. Surely she can't accuse us of murder. Well, you have to understand, the only way I can explain your presence there is by admitting we entered that lab with a stolen badge, which would not do us any favors. So what are we gonna do? Well, Judge Powell's negotiated with Rosetta to give us 12 hours to investigate. 12 hours? Well, needless to say, this means we don't have time to investigate the meteorite. This murder couldn't have come at a worse time. Rosetta's particularly bent on accusing you, Jones, which means you cannot go back to the dome with Ace. It's absurd. I didn't kill anyone. Yes, and that's why we'll not be bothering or interrogating you, but nevertheless, Gloria will investigate Bellamy's death with Ace. Ace, you only have 12 hours. You better make the most of them. Go back to the lab and solve that murder. Nice. Alright, let's do this. Oh, we'll be able to do it, no problem. No problems. Caution tape. Funnel. Spring. Flag. Glove. Why am I not seeing a glove? Oh, there it is. Again, just one clue. That's totally crazy. It's totally crazy. I'm so expecting there to be more. I know this is sorry business and all, but oh my gosh, look at that meteorite. Never expected it to be made out of crystals. What could Dreamlife be doing with it? You're right. Unfortunately, this will have to wait. We only have 12 hours to figure out who killed Bellamy. First, I should be able to figure out who else could have been here at such a late hour. The label and those geology tools should tell us if you can recover it. Good point. There's only one other way out of this lab, which means whoever killed Bellamy had to exit through it. We have to have a look outside. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at this, guys. I'm able to do both of these things. I like it. Broken clipboard, there we go. see the pair. Hamburger, sneaker, bloody circular saw. Yikes. Video game console. Wow, 2 golds. We must be the first ones in. I think we are. Well, this saw is covered in blood, and this must be what the killer used to cut Bellamy's head off. So we've got our murder weapon. The killer must have attempted here as they fled the lab. Yeah. Let's get a sample of that blood on that saw. Let's piece this broken clipboard back together to see what we can learn from it. Rosetta is trying to pin Bellamy's murder on his ace, but these clues will help us find the real killer. Well, guys, I have a star. Might as well use it. And then, of course, I'll grab all the stars and we'll be back. I'm surprised we didn't do a codex on this. E. Fuller? Yep. Ace, that geology toolkit belongs to an E. Fuller. He must be working here researching the meteorite. Let's see if this E. Fuller can help out. Is his shirt of Slave Leia? Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in a little bit. This is Pitching is 8. Au revoir. Alright, guys, let's grab some stars. That guy looks like he has Slave Leia on that. Now, the codex is always going to haunt us. Every time. Every time. I just wish we could get it out of the way. I don't know where the headphones are. So goggles. Where are these headphones? Oh, there they are. Pickaxe. It's gotta be up here, yeah, on the rock. Yeah, you could be right. Barb could have had an ex. Or even a boyfriend, honestly. Because they're within the dome. And when they're within the dome, anything happens, man. Anything can happen within a dome. Here, there it is. Oh, I know it's extremely boring to watch me get the stars. Believe me, if I could do the whole game without collecting stars, I would totally do it. But I also don't cheat. Boom. Shakalaka. I will say that this district is probably one of my favorites so far within conspiracy. I mean, yes, it's because all of this has been building. Like, the whole thing is about the conspiracy, so it's all about this. But I'm really enjoying this. This is a great payoff. Man, for some reason I got like this crick in my neck. I cannot get rid of it. It's so annoying. Yeah, I wonder if Rosetta's going to be the final victim. That would be interesting. Considering she's been like our nemesis for forever. The missus and the boys are doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. It's dude, they're insane, man. I keep thinking of putting them on, but it's just chaos whenever we do. Literally, whenever we take them into public, people are like, your kids have so much energy. They're like, that's insane. And my wife and I go, yeah, try living with them 24/7. Hey, thanks for the follow, Taste. $43. Gosh darn it. I'm sure that's it. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're a riot. There's never a dull day. But holy moly. They're just out of this world. The littlest one, he's starting to walk more. I mean, he's 15 months in 2 weeks. He's just now starting to be okay with walking. He is one of the fastest crawlers. He's one of the fastest crawlers that you've probably ever seen. We took him to the local elementary school, and even the teachers there were like, "Oh my gosh, he crawls so fast." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's why he doesn't walk, because this fool can literally get from point A to point B the fastest any kid just from crawling." And because of that, so it's like impossible to get him to sit still or stay in one area, because he's just like, I'm out. Well, the missus apparently is walking in 9 or 10 months. What am I missing? There it is. Okay. Yeah, if there was a baby crawling contest, he would easily win. All you'd have to do is put food at the other end, and he would just be gone. Josh, what was your question? So the stream's looking great on my end, so. Yep. Well, Junior's, he's almost 3. He's 3 in like another month. That's crazy, man. Can you guys believe that? Junior's 3 in a month. That's crazy. I do not own a gun at all. Nope. Not a fan of them. Not a fan of them at all. Junior's birthday is the 1st. Oh, of October. Yeah, I don't know if I do own a gun in the game, honestly. I do own a frying pan. I don't use it though. The missus does though. Hey Josh, thanks for the follow. Sorry I didn't answer your questions right away, but you know, post them and I'll answer them or others will answer them. Oh yeah, we're going to, that's right, I gotta put in vacation time. But, we are headed to Disneyland in a few weeks, I think. Can't remember the exact dates. I think we're taking off Thursday. That means I'll have to talk to Kian about recording crap. I'm trying to think. Is she gonna have us? I think we're driving out. Yeah, I think that's. Shoot, if that's the last case of this district, I'm gonna be upset. That's gonna suck, man. I totally want to record that. Mrs. will not be happy about me waking up in the morning before I have to drive 6 hours to California. I might do it though. I might do it. Hey, Olivia, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Uh-oh. Broke criminal case. What is it? You know, people are saying that they're getting bad lag, but it shouldn't be. Yeah, I'm not getting any lag. Legoland. Now that would be fun. That is something I should have the missus and I talk about. There's actually kind of a it's not definitely not Legoland, but it's like a Lego Discovery place in Phoenix that was that was a lot of fun for the boys. They really enjoyed that. But we get passes to the zoo. So, and it's still like 105 outside these days, so not yet, but we will be going we'll be going to the zoo probably in like 2 or 3 weeks. Dude, I think Legoland is awesome. Got a little bug bite on my hand. It's annoying as AF right now. That's not a fire extinguisher, that is. Space bubble is. Top. Cupcake. Security cameras up there. Woman's shoe. TV screen. Digital clock. Traffic cone. Duct tape. Woohoo! On to the DuckTales. Woo! Monkey. Where's the monkey or the drill? Scrooge McDuck. Oh, he's not called Scrooge McDuck? Oh, that's awesome. Scrooge. DuckTales. Woo! Alright, where's this monkey? Alright, so glove, woman's shoe, wind turbine. There's a glove. Hammer, tie. That's a cool tie, by the way. Belt, woman's portrait. Wallet. Source bottle. Hamburger, lightning bolt. Gun. There's the monkey. Monkey. Loudspeaker. Star. Vacuum cleaner. Duct tape. Ball. Bucket. Glow stick bracelet. bracelets. Bucket, fire extinguisher, potted plant, Ferris wheel. No parking sign, motorcycle, satellite dish. Wow, those are some cool things. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes here in Duckburg. Do 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 here in Duckburg. We'll rewrite history and solve a mystery. DuckTales, woo! Danger lurks behind you. The stranger out to find you. DuckTales, woo! I don't like the new one. I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I don't know if anyone here has seen the new one, but I don't like it as much as the original. Of course, shiny. DuckTales was legit back in the day. Yeah, I have a day job besides Twitch. I'm a project manager. For a tech company. Shoot, I don't know where any of this stuff is. So there's the backpack. Where's the number 9, guys? Can anyone help me with the number 9? I'm sure I'll find it after I ask you guys, but I can't seem to find the number 9. Focused now, but I'll look in the chat because somebody's going to be able to find it really quickly. Oh, there's 9. Of course, always whenever I ask the chat, it pops out to me for whatever reason. Yeah, Rip Robbie Rotten. I actually never watched Lazy Town, believe it or not. I knew about him though. Because how could you not? So, he seemed young too. I don't know how old he was, but he seemed young for sure. I did not know there was a cocktail. Oh, there it is up there. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't ever watch. I think I'm too old for Lazy Town. When was Lazy Town? Let's see. Oh, it's an Icelandic. When was it on? Oh, that's why. Look at this. It says August 2004 to 2014. Dude, August 2004, yeah, 2004. I was a freshman in high school. No. Yeah, I was a freshman in high school. I wasn't watching that stuff. I was playing baseball. I was into sports and stuff. I didn't watch TV back then. So it escaped me. I was out busy living my life. Living my best life. Yeah. I mean, because you got to remember, guys, for the most part, I'm like 10 years older than most of the people in the chat. So, well, you guys were watching Lazy Town. I was up watching Gargoyles, DuckTales. What other stuff was there? I loved Kim Possible. What were some other great ones back in the day? I mean, I didn't watch Rugrats that often, but obviously Rugrats back in the day. Darkwing Duck was another good one. Why am I misclicking and distracted? That's not. It says sports bottle, not a spray bottle. Gosh darn it. Rocket Power, that was another good one. I'm trying to think of some other like ones that I would watch like crazy. That was well done. Tom and Jerry for sure. let's see, 90s cartoons. Let's see, 90s cartoons. Let's see, so SpongeBob a little bit. Let's see, who we got in here? Wild Thornberrys definitely happened. Dexter's Laboratory, Captain Planet for sure. Sonic was great. Tom and Jerry, yeah. Oh my gosh, the Sharks. I totally forgot about them. But I was totally into them for a little bit. Inspector Gadget was cool. Oh, what were these guys? Oh, I forget what these guys were. These guys were pretty good though. I forget what... Oh man, how do I not know them? These guys are somebody. Oh, Jackie Chan Adventures was pretty good. Arthur was great. Oh man, who are these guys, man? Oh, I'm not. You guys aren't really looking at them. Who are these guys? All right. You guys are getting all crazy. I'll restart it, but it's there's no lag on my part. That was it. Hey Arnold. I didn't get them all. It's close. Oh, Recess. That was another one. I remember Recess. No, I reset it because all you guys were complaining. Of course, it's always fixed. That's so weird. Must have been something with Twitch or something. Maybe I was on a bad server or something. mean, once you have me, you don't really need anyone else, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to. I honestly don't watch them. I've never really watched them. I just know some people upload stuff way before the case was released, so it's not possible through regular means of acquisition. Oh, I was? I feel like you were with us before I went on hiatus. Let's see, tape, lagging again. Yeah, so it's not me, guys. It's Twitch. I'm doing fine. If you guys are still getting lag, I might have to just stop the stream to YouTube and just go straight over to just Twitch. Oh, wow. Shiny, we're reading your jokes. It's making us giggle inside, but not laughed out loud. Plus, you're posting them when I'm trying to grab stars, especially on the other one when I'm doing the. Especially when I'm doing the time attack one, I don't even read. Any of their happy hours don't mean much to me. The only ones that really mean much to me are when you collect coins faster. Like, that one doesn't mean much to me. All it is like, you know, a different name, but it's gonna take me, you know, years to get up to the next level. Like, look, the next level is like 700. I'll never get there. It's already been like 3 months, and I've gained 4 levels in 3 months. I'm not gonna come anywhere close. Doesn't make it achievable unless you hack it. Well, that's funny, Rain. I like that one. It's the perfect day of the week to get married. Ashley the wafer. Oh. Poor Shiny. Shiny was saying a lot of good jokes, and I was too focused, and now everyone else is saying jokes. It's gonna feel left out. What day did we get married? I'm pretty sure it was on a Saturday. Pretty sure it was on a Saturday. I mean, we might have gotten married on a Sunday just because it was a little bit cheaper. I can't remember. Yeah, never mind. I think it might have been a Sunday. And you know what? I think it was a Sunday. Because if I remember correctly, I mean, we ended up making out because we were supposed to just have wine because we were having it at a winery. And there was a wedding the day before, so ours had to have been a Sunday. And when we got there for the wedding, they're like, "Hey, these guys brought in a whole bunch of extra beer. They brought in 50 cases. They only used 30 of them. Do you want to use 20 cases along with the wine that we were providing?" And we're like, "Yes." And they had good beer too. Like, it wasn't just like Coors Light or anything. It was like, Budweiser Select and a couple of other ones. So we got really lucky on that. Am I missing this right there? It was a very good surprise for us, and I don't even think the guests knew that they weren't going to get beer. We just said that there were going to be drinks provided, like an open bar. And then when we had beer, it was great because I ended up having beer. I didn't even have wine while we were there. That was fun. That was fun. The missus did a lot to pick out stuff, and she did a good job. She did a really good job. I mean, to me, a wedding is superfluous and you don't really need it, but I can see why. It is fun to look back on it. And I will say that the money that we spent on it was definitely worth it. I would spend the money and do it again. It was worth it. Even though that would not have been my thought going into it. Well, yeah. We didn't invite that many people, though. I mean, I think we had like 75 people. Maybe it was 100. I think it was 75. I think it was 75, if I remember correctly. Because it's all, everything costs a certain amount, so it's X times X. But I think the place that we had it, they had like a minimum. So their minimum, I think, was 75 people. So you basically had to get at least 75 people there. Yeah, well, I think I invited 20 people. The missus did like 50. Like a lot of the people were from her side. Because, I mean, you guys know I'm inside most of the time, so. Yeah. I think I only invited like 3 or 4 work friends, and then some of my family, like my immediate family. My other family works or lives too far away, so they couldn't come. Her family lives far away, but they were able to come. Because she's a lot closer with her family or her extended family than I am with mine. members. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Man, because we got that extra scene, we did a crap ton of we've been doing a lot of star collecting, so we're gonna be able to just cruise right through this, I think. What am I missing? Oh, I thought I saw it on both. I guess I didn't. Alright. I think we're actually going to be able to finish off like chapter 1 and chapter 2. Alright. I think. Alright, so let's go back here. Alright, yep, let's do this. Your mark. Be set. Go. Alright folks, Pachinki's 88, we are back. Let's examine the broken clipboard. We got 23 stars. Should be plenty to get through, even in case chapter 1 and chapter 2. Oh, you don't look like a creep at all. Wrong. This guy looks like a huge creep. Hey, so this is like an employee file for a janitor. Since he's got clearance everywhere, that means he'd be allowed in the meteorite lab too. There's no name, but the photo should be enough to figure out who this guy is. Well, they're kind of secretive about everything, so it wouldn't surprise me if we couldn't figure out who he was. Anyway, let's look at the blade. This, my guess, is going to definitely be the murder weapon. Ace. Let's get the sample of blood you took from the murder weapon to Amir for examination. Ooh, our first talk to Amir in the next case. Okay, you're a nerd. It's the middle of the night. What's going on, officers? Oh, I know who that is. That's a superhero that we've played with in a previous case, I think. Forgive us for waking you, Mr. Fuller. The chief of security has just been found dead in the meteorite lab. We're investigating. What, Bellamy's dead? Did they damage the meteorite? The meteorite's fine, which is more than can be said for Bellamy. Do you have any idea who might have gone to the lab so late? Well, who wouldn't be at the lab? It's the coolest place under the dome. I would have been there if only I didn't need to sleep sometimes. But yeah, that sounds pretty exciting. What kind of work are you doing exactly? Oh, I can't tell you about it, of course. But believe me, it's amazing, groundbreaking. It's for the fall of old school. Well, if you think anything that might help us, please seek us out. He wasn't very helpful. There we go. Yeah. Looks like the janitor on the employee file is named Cyril Shellwater. If you had access to the meteorite lab, we definitely need to talk to him. That is an interesting look. I mean, I have facial hair, but I don't have that. I get annoying, I would think. Maybe not. I guess you could pull it. Mr. Shellwater, the chief of security was murdered in the meteorite lab. We know you have clearance to enter. Did you see anything suspicious? Wait, Miss Bellamy was murdered? Holy smokes. I was in the meteorite lab earlier. I like to clean at night because nobody's around. But I didn't see anyone. This is a crazy place, though, Secret Chase. Lots of secrets. Some hidden in plain sight, I'd imagine. We know. Is there anything else you can tell us? Well, no, but I guess I have a pretty big mess to clean up. I better go. No, don't clean up. Dude, the lab is currently our crime scene. Entry is forbidden until further notice. Dummy. Amir, how are you holding up? It must feel strange. Oh, great. We gotta bring it up again? Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Let's get straight to the matter at hand. You hear about the victim's blood you collected from the murder weapon, right? Well, it was very strange at first because the blood was more acidic than it should have been. I discovered tiny globules that were not congealed platelets I expected to find. Turns out the increased acidity of the sample is because the blood got contaminated with orange juice. The killer spilled orange juice on the murder weapon. Well, Ace, we're on our way to neutralizing this acidic killer. Well, I'll just say I love orange juice. Well, Ace's victim certainly didn't need much examination to determine the cause of death. Miss Bellamy's head was cut completely off. The body was still warm when you brought it in. She couldn't have been dead more than 5 minutes when you found her. What? So the killer was in the lab just before we got there. Did the body hold any other important clues? Yes, I found traces of baking soda on Miss Bellamy's chest, right where the killer knocked her down and cut off her head. This means your killer uses baking soda. Well, Ace, no amount of baking soda will clean the blood from this killer's hands. Holy crap. So, if we didn't talk to the chief and we just tried to get in there right away, we could have saved her. Yep. Decapitated. Three of which are gone. Okay, well, you just made me spend a whole bunch of cash to speed up 15 hours, so, or 18 hours, so wrong. Lab tech, janitor, and Rosetta. Oh dear. Did you hear that, Ace? Sound like it came from that utility building over there. Someone hiding in there, Ace? We're being spied on. Oh crap. Let's go find them out, guys. See you guys in Chapter 2. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out. Alright, guys. We are going to go, I think, straight over to Chapter 2. Yep. We're going to be going straight to Chapter 2. Let me check something real quick. mark, get set, go. Alright folks, Pitching Against Idiot, we are back. Like our case on Facebook, we are headed on to chapter number 2, where we are trying to figure out who in the world cut the security guard's head off. Hey, did you hear that clanging sound? I think someone's hiding in there. Let's go check it out, but be real quiet. If they're hiding in there, why in the world? Whoa, okay, that's a very prominent picture. I mean, that doesn't leave anything to the imagination whatsoever. Well, I mean, I love orange juice. I love it. I would have it every morning if I could bring it into work. That's obviously something. Ooh. There we go. Shoot, why don't I see a glove? Where's the first aid? Oh, it's green. Who's first? Okay. I don't know. What are your guys' first aid kits in your guys' countries? In mine, it's red. So that threw me off. Oh, and of course I get the 100,000, so I could have gotten an extra star. Phenomenal. Hey, so clinking definitely came from here, but I can't see anyone. What is this place anyway? Look at all these pipes. You're right, maybe that storage bin could tell us who was hiding here in the middle of the night. Let's dig in. This ticket book was Bellamy. She must use this to hand out infraction notes to Dream Life employees. I can see the impressions of the last ticket she wrote. Let's try to recover the text. And you're right, Barb's name is also on this card. There's a lipstick kiss on the plant pot too. Did Barb have a girlfriend? Bellamy didn't strike me as a romantic type, but people are full of surprise. That lipstick kiss should tell us who was smitten with her. Let's get a sample. Well, now you've got some clues to work with. Let's show Rosetta who's in charge here. Ooh, what the heck is that? That's creepy. It's this weird little alien keychain in her storage bin stained with blood. Do you think it could have come from a crime scene? You're right, the lab will tell us that the victim's blood's on the keychain. Who other blood could it potentially be? I mean, could be anybody's, but... Oh, maybe this is the therapist. Excellent, Ace. Now, let's get that lipstick sample from the plant to the lab for testing. You should tell us who gave us this gift to our victim. Alright, who's this? Cyril Shellwater. Hey, the last ticket Bellamy wrote in her fraction book was to Cyril Shellwater. Is that how you say his name? That's not a first name for me. The janitor. And look, that clearly wasn't his first. Bellamy says it's his 12th infraction, and that he was on thin ice. Clearly Mr. Shellwater had gotten our victim's bad side. Let's see what he has to say about it. Oh shoot, you're right. The therapist was done last week. That was my fault. Duh. Hey, Mr. Shellwater, it appears that you got in trouble with Agent Bellamy on numerous occasions. God, that woman was a nightmare. I worked 10 years in the hospital before coming here. Strict environment, dangerous, cleaning up stuff you never knew existed in the human body. I even developed my own special recipe for cleaning the floors using baking soda and detergent. Got the ratio absolutely perfect. But none of that prepared me for Bellamy. What a psychopath. Her last ticket was for leaving my mop bucket in a physically dangerous position. It was on the floor, against a wall. How am I supposed to mop if I can't have the bucket handy? Mr. Shellwater, well, it's clear that you saw Agent Bellamy as your nemesis, but I hope you didn't kill her. No, she saw me as a rebel. But I'm an upstanding citizen. I drink my orange juice in the morning and do my job just like anyone else. Alright, let's speed these things up. Ooh la la, Ace. I heard you took the sample from a lipstick kiss on a flower. How romantic. What a beautiful gesture. Succulent's tolerance of harsh desert climates makes them symbolic of enduring and timeless love. Well, that's nice. But did you get any good leads from the sample? Well, the kiss that left the lipstick was emphatic, to say the least, which made it trace simple to collect DNA for testing. Lucky for us, Dreamlife collects DNA from their employees, so it was easy to determine the gift was from Wendy Stokes, a botanist in the Dome. Oh, so Bellamy was dating one of the Dome's scientists. I didn't think that place would lend itself to romance, but we better talk to Wendy. Ah, new one. Cool. What's up, Wendy? Miss Stokes, we're here investigating the murder of Barb Bellamy. We understand that you guys were close. Oh my goodness, they told me about the murder. I can't believe Barb's dead. How long have you guys been together? The Dome doesn't seem like the environment where romance could bloom. Well, we kept our relationship on the down low, but Barb was so funny and kind, we quickly hit it off. Bellamy was funny and kind? I don't think anyone's described her like that before. Oh, she had to be tough as chief of security, but in private she was lovely. And now, she's dead. Ace, Wendy was understandably upset, but with Rosetta's clock ticking, we need new leads. We need them fast. Where do you think we should go? Good idea. Let's have another look at the steps outside the crime scene. Oh, Amir, this is ridiculous. Come home tonight, please. I told you, I don't want to see you right now. Just give me some space. Oh, yes, I hadn't seen you come in. Leave us alone, Jasper. We've got work to do. Alright, I'll be home if you want to come back. Amir, is there something you want to talk about? Talk? Yes, let's talk about the clue that you brought in. The blood on the keychain is from your victim. Duh, that's what we thought. Then I was curious about this weird alien, so I searched for a match online. Turns out the keychain is from a free gift one receives upon subscribing to Wondrous World, a science fiction magazine. Hey, so your killer reads this magazine. Ah, so our killer reads Wondrous Worlds magazines. Thank you, Amir. And the offer to talk still stands. We're here for you if you need us. I think you should talk to us, Amir. That's obviously one. Broken bag. Flowers, pen, flashlight. Yeah, I think the additional investigation is going to be on helping Amir to recover. Hey, so you found the victim's phone. Let's unlock it. If someone tried to access the lab at this hour, we need to know who it was. Let's reassemble the badge pronto. P. Hoover. Oh, so are we not the only ones that stole his identity? Yes, that temporary access badge belonged to Philip Hoover, so he did realize his original access badge to the meteor lab had been stolen. He could use his temporary badge to access the crime scene around the time of the murder. Let's go question him, Ace. Ah. Gotcha. Yep, Kian's back. It's grumpy Kian, I like that. Great. Now that the victim's phone is unlocked, we can send it to Kathy to look through. Dr. Who, we found your access bag in front of the lab. There's been a murder, so we want to know if you can account for your movements. With all this chaos around here, I don't even know if I'm coming or going, Secret Agent Ace. First, my original badge goes missing. Then I break the second one. All this stress is wreaking havoc on my organisms. Even orange juice and baking soda aren't helping anymore. Well, it must be quite stressful working with that big, glittery meteorite, huh? Oh, do you think I'm naive? I've got nothing to say to you about the meteorite or the murder. Good night. That's angry Kian right there. That's angry Kian. Yeah, as a twist of fate, Kian is our nemesis here. Hey Ace, how are you holding up? With Rosetta breathing down your neck. Well, stressful, but thankfully Ace is on top of things. Well, I think what I found on the victim's phone will interest you. The text and emails didn't give me anything interesting, but the calendar app did. Rosetta scheduled a meeting with Miss Bellamy in the meteorite lab a mere 10 minutes before you got there. So that's why Barb was in the lab, and that's how Rosetta walked in on Ace and Ace and Jones. Well, it appears that the tables have turned. Ace, it's time we drill Rosetta for answers. Hey, so Miss Pierre, you thought accusing us of murder would take the attention away from yourself as a suspect, but you can't fool Secret Agent Ace that easily. What are you talking about? I walked in on Detective Jones with the dead body. Yeah, but you were the one who called Bellamy to the lab. You had a meeting with her just before the time of the murder. Boom, mic drop. Of course I had a meeting with Bellamy. It's been one breach of security after another lately. Who am I supposed to discuss it with but my chief of security? But I was in such a rush that I spilled my orange juice on my shirt and had to leave it to soak in baking soda to get the stain out. Oops. So I got to the meeting late, only to find your partner standing over Bellamy's dead body. If you truly had nothing to do with it, Secret Agent Ace, you better hurry up and find the person who did. You don't have much time. The clock is ticking, Ace, and we've got to find Barb Bellamy's killer. We know Wendy Stokes was dating the victim, but she insists that Barb was a warm and loving person in her private life. Yeah, maybe. Well, we also know that janitor, Hoover, Rosetta, we're just doing our job. We found out Ruby did. It's not good. She talked to Judge Powell. And now you've got only 3 hours to wrap up this case. We'll make my stinking lab reports come back quicker. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in Chapter 3. It's been Pitching Against 88. Over and out. Alright, guys. Let's hurry up and get this done. It is true. I mean, we're kind of a pushover for Rosetta. I mean, although you got to realize that she has a ton of money, so she could be putting the lean on Judge Powell. But honestly, Judge Powell's been way too lenient in her life with us. And to be fair, we were trespassing, so we're not doing ourselves any favors. mean, not that I like Rosetta at all, but we were kind of trespassing. Misclicked. Gosh darn it. Coins. I don't know where the watch is. Oh, there it is. It might. I don't know about that. Oh yeah, that's a question. Where you guys live, is your first aid kit green? Where's it green? I've honestly never seen a green first aid kit. It's red here in the States. It basically looks like the Red Cross. Oh, let me know. So it is green in the UK. Huh. I wonder why. Let's do this. First aid kits in different countries. Yeah, see, this is what I'm used to. I'm used to the red stuff, but it does look like it's green in other places. That's crazy. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. It's green here, so in the UK it's definitely green. It's interesting. Don't know why they wouldn't make that universal. Probably America that screwed that up. It's probably always been green, and America was like, you know what? Nah, we're gonna make it a different color. Well, if they wanted it to be flashy, it should be like a yellow or something, like a caution. Okay, so the Red Cross is red. I mean, the Red Cross is red. That makes sense. What game are you gonna voice, Rupert? Stranger Things, the Telltale series? I did not even know that they were doing that. Has that been announced? I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't know they were doing that. Didn't you sign an NDA, Rupert? I mean, obviously you're not who you say you are, obviously, but you signed an NDA. You really shouldn't be letting out that information. I mean, it's cool. I'm happy that they're doing something like that because Telltale's pretty awesome in what they do, but they got a formula and they do really good storytelling, so. Hey Specs and Dari, thanks for the follow. Kiss, chocolate bar, apple, Domino's, sponge, and car keys. There. Yeah, Slayer, that doesn't sound fun. It could be brutal here because it was 108 yesterday here. Hey Lopez. Hey Lopez. Thanks for the follow. Man, I am not doing well on this one at all. I do not see things as I usually do. No worries, Slayers. Just with the blackout, just try and relax. It'll be over soon. Not gonna happen forever. Take a nap. Enjoy your nap. Yeah, I mean, calm down, relax. Nothing's horrible. Harold, hey, thanks for the follow. The only thing I'd like to really see happening is the lab events not taking as long, or pretty simple, endorsing me or sending me in-game cash, because it's getting to be expensive, especially with YouTube not paying very much. It's almost like so I'd love to just talk with them and see if they could give me some cash. But I don't really have a direct line to them anymore. Oh my gosh, why can't I find either of these things? Alright. Oh my gosh, that's an origami. That looked like a frog. That was pretty good. I totally thought that was a frog. No, it's totally acceptable, Shield. I would love to fall asleep. I am actually, in about 45 minutes, going to fall right to sleep. See, Slayer, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it sucked for a little bit, but it wasn't the end of the world. Gotta think about positives, man. Life is way too short to get pissed off about the little things. Little butterfly. At least he showed up, Floor. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. No, he didn't. Oh man. It's like what happens to celebrities these days. They call out someone else, and then all of a sudden people go, oh, if you're gonna call out this guy, alright, let's go take a look at what your history is. And then people realize, they're like, oh shoot, I probably shouldn't have said anything. But no, I just remember that because I think the last couple weeks you've been busy with stuff. You're right, Lopez. I'm actually finally getting the hang of this right now. At least this scene. definitely not getting this. I was hoping I'd get the whole thing, but I'm not. I'm gonna have to play another one and be like 100,000 short, I'm sure. Yeah, probably even more, because I don't know where the French toast pizza is. Oh, it's actual sign, that's why. Yep, knew it. 100,000, I was right. Gosh, I have like a little like on the side of my face. It's annoying. I misclicked. Oh well. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, we're gonna solve this murder. Mark, set. Hold on a second. Hold on. Alright, folks, but you guys idiot, we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to chapter number 3. We're trying to figure out who destroyed and Bellamy. Oh, no, you don't. Restart later. Talk to Judge Powell, and I don't know what string she pulled, but now you've got only 3 hours to wrap up this case. Yeah, Judge Powell is not my friend right now. When it comes to judges, she may be the most attractive, but she's on my least favorite judge at this point. She does horrible sentencing. And now she's restricting us? It's like, excuse me. It's like, first of all, everyone that we arrest, you basically give them a very light sentence. And now you're basically undermining us and siding with the enemy. She could not be on our team, really. I don't know. I think she's my least favorite. I think she's definitely my least favorite judge at this point. Ace, this anonymous letter was addressed to our victim. The letter says, Barb, if you don't leave, you'll die. Well, it's covered in some kind of powder. Vacuuming up a sample might tell us who sent this. And is that a stress ball with the victim's face printed on it? Someone clearly needed to release some pent-up anger against Bellamy. Let's get some fingerprints from the ball and find out who it was. Whose broken trophy is this? Let's reassemble it. With such limited time, we need every clue we can get. Anyways. Maybe she is related to Lawson. Okay, so this is something with science. Oh, young achievers. There we go. Well, that trophy belongs to Emil Fuller. It's from MIT. That's like the topmost science college. Pretty impressive. There's no way Emilio would have broken this. Let's get him to explain. Let's see whose fingers are on this. Should have done like a fidget spinner. Boy, it's not as mean as a stress ball. Let's get it to the lab. Yes, yes, yes. I wonder what this stuff is. It's kind of a weird combination of stuff, I think. We've collected the powder from the threat written to our victim. Let's put it under the microscope to see what it is. What do you guys think of that stuff? That colored powder, what do you guys think it is? Hey, Mr. Full, we found your trophy in pieces. Why would you have broken such a prestigious award? I didn't break it. It's that stupid Bellamy did. Why would she do that? You should have no respect for me and my achievement. She said the award was probably for a baking soda volcano, as if I could do more impressive things with baking soda. She acted like I wasn't a top scientist from a prestigious university. She'd see me drinking orange juice and say, "Hey kid, how's your juice box?" And one time she saw me reading Wondrous Worlds and asked me if I got my diploma from an ad in the back of a magazine. She had no respect for me. Well, it's possible she got killed because she looked down her nose at someone else, and that someone couldn't stand it. Sounds like you couldn't stand it, dude. Alright, what do we have here? Yeah, I want a stress ball with the therapist's face on it. Jerk. Hey, so that powder on the threatening letter was fertilizer. Wait, does this mean that the letter was sent by Wendy Stokes? But she's a botanist. She's got her hands on fertilizer all day. Wendy said she was madly in love with the victim. Why would she have sent her a death threat? You're right, we must talk to her. Of course, it's always a lover's quarrel. Hey, Dr. Stokes, we found your letter to your girlfriend, Barb. If you don't leave, you'll die. Is that your idea of romance? Oh, how did you know I wrote that? I specifically used bits from one of my copies of Wondrous Worlds so Barb wouldn't know it was from me. But why on earth would you write an anonymous death threat to your girlfriend? It wasn't a threat, it was a warning. I was afraid of what might happen to us if we stayed in here another day. Haven't you noticed by now, Security Janace? This place is hell. Everyone is scared of Rosetta. If you knew some of the things I learned... Well, you could tell us some of those things. We're the police and we want to know. Are you crazy after what happened to Barb? I'm not saying anything. I'm leaving this place as soon as I can. Alright, we'll put you in the witness protection program and you can spill the beans. You know, Ace, I can't say I've ever seen a clue that was a stress ball with the victim's face print on it. I had joked with Rupert that I get a stress ball like hit this with his face print on it, because he really drove me nuts sometimes. But I wish he was still here to argue with me. Tear. So do we, Amir. Anyway, you're here for the results. The fingerprints on the stress ball are Philip Hoover's. Ah, so the stress ball is Hoover's. I guess that makes sense. The man is anxiety personified at this point. But did stress lead him to murder? You're right, Ace. The sooner we find out, the better. Let's question Hoover. Hoover is not going to be happy. What's up, Kian? Hey, Kian. What compelled you to make a stress ball with Bellamy's face printed on it? Well, Bellamy was absolutely useless and always in the way. It was infuriating. She was supposed to make my work easier by keeping people out of my lab. Instead, she kept coming in. I like to work in the lab late at nights, so I'm not disturbed, but Bellamy would always pop up saying that she was doing her rounds. I'm the head of the meteorite department. I don't need any supervision. Well, mostly sounds like you don't want people to see what you do in here. Enough to kill, perhaps. If I were to kill anyone under this dome, it would be that janitor who tried to chum up with me because he saw me reading Wondrous Worlds. At least Bellamy served some use. Well, let's hope you didn't relieve some stress by cutting Bellamy's head off. Yeah. I'm not a fan of Grumpy Kian either. Well, everyone around here is very on edge, Ace. The victim's girlfriend was so concerned for her safety that she wanted Barb to leave the dome with her, or so she claims. We also found out that Hoover resented the victim for frequent intrusions on his lab. All the plausible motives, but no substantial proof yet. We're running out of time, so let's go to the utility building to see if they found more clues, or they hid more clues. Well, Kian edits these videos, so I don't know if he actually watches them. I think he does. Yeah, I've never hated anyone that much. I'm a fairly laid-back guy, so. Whoa, there's burning trash. That's interesting. Ah, I just missed out on the star. Oh, thank you, criminal case. That was very nice of you. I'll take it. Ace, be careful. We need to extinguish that fire. Phew, the fire's out. What do you think started it? You think someone could have been trying to burn evidence? The only way to know is to dig through the trash can and see what we find. When you found the victim's radio, not only is it bloodstained, but there's also something caught in the grill. Let's collect it. We're getting close, Ace. Our time is almost up, but Rosetta cannot have the last laugh. She better not. But we will not stand for that. Let's go to the fiber sand we collected from the victim's radio to a mirror. Oh, Dr. Hoover's definitely one of them too. What was in here? Oh, got you. Wondrous Worlds. Ace, the burning trash can contains a copy of Wondrous Worlds. It's a sci-fi magazine our killer reads. This can't be a coincidence. The killer's trying to get rid of evidence. Send this clue to the lab. I'm sure it'll tell us something about our killer. Amir, we need to find Bellamy's murder before Rosetta's deadline, or she'll press charges against Jones. What can you tell us about the fiber sample we found on his receiver? Her receiver. Fibers got caught in the receiver when a killer held Bellamy down to cut off her head. And they're the type of silk thread commonly used for necktie liners, not the necktie fabric itself. So while I can't tell you what color it is, your killer definitely wears a necktie. So we'll have the killer by the scruff of their neck in no time. Oh, snap. You know what that means it is. I'm pretty sure that means it's Emilio. Pretty sure. So Mir, did you discover anything about our killer from their burned magazine? Looks like the killer's penchant for science fiction has helped him. Has done him in. The edges of the page have found a mixture of rubbing alcohol and glycerin ingredients commonly found in mixtures for cleaning glass. Your killer has a substance on the fingers as they turn the page of the magazine, so they definitely wear glasses. Alright, Ace, our killer may wear glasses, but they won't see you coming. With minutes to spare, we've discovered the person behind Bellamy's murder. Rosetta's attempts to frame us for the crime have definitely failed. Come on, Ace, let's go cuff our killer. Is it janitor? Janitor wears a tie? That's weird. Does he really? Yeah, he does. So it's not Kian. Dang, it's a janitor. Yeah, they're gonna bring Kian around more often. So, old Shellwater, you're under arrest for the murder of Barb Bellamy. Wait, what? You're blaming me for her murder? You're as quick to point the finger as she was. Speaking of fingers, yours were still covered in baking soda when you held Bellamy down. This is a scientific facility. Everyone here uses baking soda. Yeah, but you know, for janitor, you've been pretty sloppy. You've left blood-stained clues all over the place. I'd like to see you try to keep this place spotless yourself. In any case, littering doesn't make me a murderer. Yeah, stop lying. We know you actively tried to get rid of the evidence, but Secret Agent Ace found your magazine and your glasses cleaner on it. Mr. Shellwater, the gig is up. Just confess. What could have possibly compelled you to cut that woman's head off? Okay, you got me to confess. I cut off her head. But this would never have happened if Bellamy had interrupted my personal business with the meteorite. What are you talking about? I wanted to absorb the meteorite's power. Secret Agent Ace, I know the thing is powerful, otherwise Dream Life wouldn't have built the whole place to study it. Ever since that meteorite fell into the forest a year ago, I just felt like something amazing was going to happen. There's a short story in Wondrous Worlds about a crazy crystal meteorite that gave guys superpowers. When I first caught a glimpse of Dream Life's meteorite on my rounds, I knew it had to have magical properties too. Gosh, that guy's a freaking idiot. Then I wouldn't be the same old Cyril Shellwater anymore. I would be transformed. Transformed to what? Well, I didn't get to find out. Bellamy walks on me just as I embraced it. There wasn't enough time to absorb its energy. She tried to pull me away from it, and I couldn't let her get in the way, so I grabbed the nearest thing I could find. And you cut her head off? Yes, what else could I have done? The worst thing is that I don't even know if that brief contact with Meteorite was enough to transform me. Okay, Mr. Shellwater, I think it's safe to say that the worst thing is the murder you committed. You're under arrest. You are out of your frickin' mind, dude. Out of your mind. 25 years. Guilty, Your Honor. I take full responsibility, but I'll warn you, don't be surprised when I transform and zap myself out of jail. We have the first person to crack into the oppressive atmosphere of the dome. Oh, you're getting better, pal. You're getting better. With mandatory psychological counseling. 20 years. I'll be out of there in no time. You'll see the meteorite will save me. Well, as for Officer Jones' possible involvement in the murder, this corporate hereby clears him of all charges. Dream Life's application to suspend him from active duty is dismissed. All rise. Well, Ace, this was a difficult investigation under a lot of pressure, but you pulled through. I'm extremely proud of you. Rosetta tried our patience and our abilities, but you rose to the occasion. Well, it's definitely not the last time Rosetta's going to play dirty in order to keep us out of the dome. Which is why I want you to go back to the dome and finally have a good look at that meteorite, Ace. I'm counting on you. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys in the additional investigation by Pitching Ace 88. Over and out. And we have a star in both of these, so it is time to go to the additional investigation. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Almost done. Okay, we can do this. We can stay up. Alright. On your mark. Get set. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Let's go Under the Dome Part 3. Ace, you've done an awesome job solving Bellamy's murder. I still can't believe Rosetta tried to pin the murder on me. I bet Rosetta's not happy about any of this. She really is hellbent on keeping us away from that meteorite. Yes, which is why you need to make the most of the fact that you still have access to the meteorite lab. And on that note, guess who's been offered us unexpected help? Dr. Pickering, the geologist Rupert had been impersonating under the dome, is ready to assist us with whatever we need. Ace, that means we should head back to Dream Life's lab and nab a sample of that meteorite. Then Dr. Pickering can help us analyze it. Well, sorry to barge in, Ace, but I don't know who else to turn to. I need to talk to you and Gabriel if I have a minute. Jasper, I'm afraid we need to hurry up, but we'll make sure to swing by later. Ace, let's go to the lab and get some answers. Hey, maniac. Gabriel, I'm really concerned about Amir. He hasn't been home since Rupert's death, and he won't talk to me. I keep telling him that I refuse Dream Life's offer, but he just won't listen. What more can I do? I know this is hard, Jasper, but you have to understand, Amir's gone into self-preservation mode. Losing his mentor, discovering that his boyfriend lied to him, this is a lot for him to process. I understand, but he's totally isolated himself. That can't be good. I agree. I think what Amir needs is proof that the job interview wasn't your idea, something he can't simply refuse to listen to. Well, Hoover took notes during the interview, and I finished by telling him I refused to work for them. He must have written it down. Well, if Hoover took notes, they must still be inside the dome. Jasper, you shouldn't be seen there, but I'm sure Ace can help me have a look around. Thank you so much, Ace. Here, take some money to help you out of the scrape. Interesting. Interesting. plastic cup, a light bulb, that's gotta be something, yeah. Here. Dustpan. I think we all want Jasper as a boyfriend if he's just gonna give us $20,000. Okay, so we gotta be quiet and quick. We're lucky it's still night, no one's around, but you never really know who could be watching. And look at these crystals in these boxes you found are definitely shards taken from the meteorite. We don't have a warrant to take the whole box, of course, but hopefully no one will notice if we only take one piece. If we cover the text on the lid, we'll have a better idea of which piece we should take. Ah, interesting. Yeah, it's a little weird. Shiny. File folder, there we go. Alright, so we got a hammer, drill, digital clock, cocktail, label, traffic light, garden claw, sports bottle, hair, security camera. Whoa, shakalaka. So this is a famous dome. Oh my gosh. So this is a famous dome. To think people have been living here under a year. A fascinating endeavor from a sociological point of view. But I've seen you found what we need. This file folder is labeled Candidate Profiles. We're lucky Hoover's so stressed out that he keeps dropping things. He took notes during Jasper's interview. They'll be in there. Let's get these back to the station and dig in. So what are we going to find here? Interesting. The labels for the different samples show that there are a little bit of everything in here. Outer rock, minor chips, extraneous pebbles, but which one should we take? You're right, core fragment seems to be the most important. There's some right here. It's a good thing Dr. Pickering has volunteered to help us analyze this, but he's going to need some equipment. Maybe Martine can lend him hers. Quick, let's get out of here with this fragment before someone sees us. Should I just take the whole box? Who cares? I can't prove anything. I mean, again, unless they have video cameras, which, to be fair, they probably do. There's a file torn to pieces among the rest of these canned profiles we brought back from the dome. Look at that. That's Jasper's photo. Let's reassemble the file to see what it says. Yeah, maybe Jasper has been lying to us. Maybe? Or maybe not. Hey, Ace, you won't believe what Dr. Pickering found out about the meteorite fragment you brought him, but I'll let him tell you about it. Ace, this is the single greatest thing that has happened to me in my entire life. Dreamlife meteorite is composed of beryllium. It's Brazil what? Beryllium. It's an element that until now was only theorized to exist. No trace of it has ever been found on Earth before. This is an incredible discovery. It's infuriating that Dreamlife is keeping this a secret from the scientific world. Well, can you explain what this beryllium stuff does exactly? Well, nobody knows. It doesn't exist on Earth, and we've never had the physical material to run any experiments. Analyzing its properties myself could take years, but Dreamlife has got to be running experiments. Yeah, I bet they are. Except Rosetta's doing everything she can to hide those experiments from us. But you're right, Ace. Emilio Fuller was less guarded and more enthusiastic than the others. Maybe there's a way to trick him into telling us something. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, Ace. Here's are some Hoover's notes on his job interview at Jasper. Let's see. Far too loyal to police boyfriend to participate. Clearly only came to the dome to gather intelligence for said boyfriend. Rejected offer. Keep an eye on this one. Well, Ace has definitely proved Jasper turned down Dreamlife's job offer. They even assumed he was there to spy for us. This should assure a mirror of Jasper's loyalty. Let's go see him. Yeah, I figured. Mr. Phillip, understand that discovery of this mirror is pretty important to the scientific community. Oh, incredibly so. It's really too bad I can't talk about it. It kills me to keep something secret when it's this amazing. I already heard a little bit through the grapevine. Is it true the mirror is made of beryllium? Oh, an element that until now has never been found on Earth. I wish I could tell you about the effects of beryllium on that rabbit that we injected with. Wait, a rabbit? You injected a rabbit with this element from the meteorite? No, that's not what I meant. There was no rabbit at all. No, not at all. Hey, Secret Agent Ace, if I give you this burger, would you please not tell anyone about what I just said? I'd really just appreciate it. Nice, let's go check out on the rabbit. Let's do it. You're right, we need to find this rabbit. I really want to find this rabbit. The question is, what's this rabbit going to look like, guys? What do you think? What do you think? Ace, if you're here talking to Jasper again, you can save your breath. Amir, listen, I know you feel betrayed, but Jasper truly thought accepting Dreamlife's interview might help us gain information about their intentions. Here's a document that proves Jasper turned down Dreamlife's offer. Jasper really did turn them down, and they thought he was too loyal to me. Can't believe I wasted all this time being angry at him when he risked his life to get us intel on the dome, just like Rupert did. I need to talk to him. Ace, thanks so much for everything. The lab was a cold place to sleep, but now that I'll be going home, I won't need this anymore. Here, it's yours. It's a cool scarf, actually. Alright, let's find this bunny. Oh, is that what they're experimenting on Zoe? Oh man, that could bring us full circle. That's a good point, Kelly. Alright, where's this rabbit? Doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary. Still curious what's happening. What's happening? My goodness, this is clearly the rabbit that Fuller was talking about. He looks terrible. What in the world have they done with him? Well, first things first, let's open that cage. Whoa. Let's not open up that cage. Let's not open up that cage. No. Let's not open up that cage. Ah, phenomenal. Stupid codex. Got the rabbit cage unlocked, but be careful with them, Ace. We don't want to get hurt anymore. Whatever Dreamlife has done to this rabbit, it may help us understand what they're doing with beryllium from the meteorite. Take the rabbit back to Martine's lab so she and Pickering can examine him. Yeah, phenomenal. That happens when you marry into an Italian family. Ace, I can honestly say I've never seen such a thing as this rabbit before. Well, this rabbit looks pretty bad. Can you tell us why? Well, the poor creature was injected with beryllium, the extraterrestrial element extracted from the meteorite. The rabbit looks poorly because the beryllium suppresses his immune system. His natural healing processes are blocked. So beryllium is harmful. It causes sickness? Well, it's not that simple. We also looked at Amir's plant that got better after exposure to beryllium radiation. Yeah, the plant got better, not worse. Precisely. In that case, the beryllium accelerated the healing process. All of this to say that beryllium has two opposing effects. It can enhance or suppress, heal or harm, so it can be used for good or bad. Well, from what we know from Dreamlife so far, I'm afraid they are probably more interested in the harmful effects of beryllium. But until we know for sure, what they're intending to do with the Brazilian. We need to investigate some more. Hey, thanks for making me see that pushing Jasper away was a mistake. I was blinded by my sadness over Rupert's death, and I cut myself off from everyone who could help. But I realize now that I can't shut up the people who genuinely love me just because they think I made a mistake. Well, Mir, I'm very happy that you're feeling better, especially as we're going to need you more than ever. This was the first investigation in which you didn't have Rupert to help you, but you've proven yourself. I'm officially appointing you as lab chief. Make Rupert proud. I'll always miss Rupert, but I'll do my best to help you in this lab. Good, because we're going to have our work cut out for us. We discovered that the meteorite is made of an element that doesn't exist on Earth, beryllium. Our tests have shown that beryllium can have two opposing effects when it comes into contact with living things: enhance or suppress processes in the body. Well, it's a bit more complicated than that, but you've got the gist of it. And the enhancement or suppression can be either beneficial or harmful to the exposed organism. I don't like the idea that Dream Life possessing such a thing. Knowing them, they aren't interested in the beneficial effects of beryllium. Goodness knows what else they're working on. We've got to shut them down. Not so fast, Detective. We need concrete proof of ill intent. For now, we know that they're testing, but we don't know what for. Well, we have to at least take this to the press. The world needs to know how evil Dream Life is. No. The last thing we want is the press meddling with an ongoing investigation. I've discussed this with the interim mayor. We've concluded it's best not to alarm the population. Ace, we know now that Dream Life will not go down easy, but we won't stop until we bring them down. Ba-dum. Sweetness. Cool beans. Alright, let's see if the case is next week. It should be September 6th, so it'll be next Thursday. I will see you guys then. Pitching 88. Over and out. Alright. This was a very fun case. I did like this case. I much prefer, it was a good case right after Rupert's death. Alrighty. See you guys. I will see you guys later. I'm going to get some sleep. Keen should have the videos up in a few hours. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. This has been a lot of fun. Been Pitching 88. Over and out.